We are going to be filling these sentences with the correct answer from the options that we have here, and I will also be explaining why it is so, the rules and the likes. So just follow me. If you are a new learner, you can as well take this lesson. You're going to catch some things that are very helpful. So the first sentence, mi o dash ri baba mi. Mi o, I don't dash ri baba mi, see my father. Ri baba mi, see my father. So what is the best option from these three? Is it fe or she or be? Fe, she, be. So which one do you think the answer is going to be? The answer is going to be fe. Here is want, she is do, be is to give birth to something. And so giving you the option, you know what the answer is going to be. The answer is going to be fe. The answer is going to be fe. So mi o fe ri baba mi, which is I don't want to. Mi o fe, which will not be I don't want to see my father. Fe in Yoruba captures want and to. Want to. When you are saying want to, it is just one word, fe in Yoruba. So mi o fe ri baba mi, I don't want to see my father. Of course, the statement is just hypothetical. It's not true. I want to see my father. So, and then the second one, mo fe, which is I want to. Mo fe dash ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fe dash ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. So mo fe pè, ba and ti. Ti can actually means many things in Yoruba, but let's just. So which one do you think is going to be the correct answer by your guess? Mo fe dash ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. So the thing before I explain this, because the correct answer is ba actually. So the way Yoruba talk about speak with someone is Yoruba will say ba plus pronoun or name plus sọ̀rọ̀. So that's how Yoruba talk about speak with someone. Like I speak with John last week. It will be mo ba John sọ̀rọ̀, or mo ba a sọ̀rọ̀. A is the pronoun of John, like him is the third person. It used to be her. Mo ba ha sọ̀rọ̀, or mo ba e sọ̀rọ̀. I spoke with you. Mo ba e sọ̀rọ̀. I spoke with you. So the way Yoruba you speak with is ba. That is, this ba is like with John speak. That's just how Yoruba say it. With John speak. I, along with John, speak. That's the way Yoruba coin it. That's the way Yoruba says speaking with. English, I spoke with my mom. Yoruba will say with my mom, or along my mom, or I with my mom spoke. So this ba is like with, but it's not really with, because with in Yoruba is bedu. But in the context of speaking with someone, this ba is like doing something alongside, doing something together with someone. So I with my mom spoke, but English does not construct it like that. So English just have one word, spoke with. So I spoke with my mom, but the with in Yoruba comes before, like with. I with my mom spoke. So sọ̀rọ̀ is speak, because Yoruba doesn't have past, so that's why speak is sọ̀rọ̀, spoke is sọ̀rọ̀, whichever way. So let me cancel this. Yeah, so of course you know the answer already. Mo fẹ́ bá ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ bá ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ bá ìyàwó mi. Mo fẹ́ bá ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. I want to speak with my wife. I want to speak with my wife. I don't know what's wrong with this marker. It's just draining. Yeah, so mo fẹ́ bá ìyàwó mi sọ̀rọ̀. And then let's go to the other statement, which is wọ́n ti dash mi láti embassy. Wọ́n ti dash mi láti embassy. So what would this be? Wọ́n ti kí. Is it wọ́n ti kí mi láti embassy? Wọ́n ti kí mi láti embassy, or wọ́n ti sọ mi láti embassy, or wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. Wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. Which one do you think is going to be? Kí is to greet, sọ is to say, and pè is to call. Or to send for, to request for someone. So this will be wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. That is, they've called me from the embassy, or they've requested for my presence or my attention from the embassy. So wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. It can also be wọ́n ti kí mi láti embassy. That is, they've greeted me from the embassy. Maybe, you know, and this can only make sense. Maybe you did something extraordinary and it was on the news, and then the embassy can call you to greet you. So you can say wọ́n ti kí mi láti embassy. But aside from that, most of the time it will be wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. They've called me from the embassy. Wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. So is it wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy. So let me try and switch the marker if the other one is going to be good. So let's see. So wọ́n ti pè mi láti embassy, that is, they have called me from the embassy. And then going ahead, mo máa dash fún ẹ. Mo máa dash fún ẹ. Mo máa dash fún ẹ. Ma is will. Mo I. So I will. Mo máa dash fún ẹ. And the reason why I didn't put the other fún ẹ in Yoruba is actually for you. For you. That's fún ẹ Yoruba, for you. Fún ẹ. But in this case, when you just like speak as a way that you use it in Yoruba, that is ba plus the person you spoke with, which is ìyàwó mi, my wife, and then sọ̀rọ̀. That's how you use speak. Tell also have a way that Yoruba use it. Tell in Yoruba is like say to, because when you say tell in English, that means you communicate something to someone. And then the way Yoruba construct tell is say to. So it now be I will say to my wife, whoever you spoke with, whoever you told, whatever it is that you tell them. So mama, this will now be, is it going to be rí? Mama rí fún ẹ, mama rí fún ẹ, or mama tí fún ẹ, or mama sọ fún ẹ. Of course, all these options can actually fit into this, but it will just not really make sense, but it will be grammatically correct. Like, which one do you think is going to be? So let's go. Mama rí fún ẹ will be I will see it for you. Mama rí fún ẹ, I will see it for you. Mama tí fún ẹ is tí. In this can be close, judging from the context, because tea can be many things, but in this context that you do something for someone, Yoruba will just scan that, okay, which tea will be most suitable for this context, and should be the T for close. T is like close, lock. T is also push, but in this case it's most likely like I will push him for you. Mama T fun. It can also be like I will push him for you. It can also be correct like I will push him for you, or I will lock it for you. But I will lock it for you is the most accurate, going by the context. And sometimes in Yoruba you may be like, okay, how do you know what someone is saying? Sometimes when we say things like this in Yoruba, where one word can mean different things, Yoruba can say, what do you mean? So you will now have to explain more. You will now have to expatiate. But of course, by usage, you will be able to differentiate as well. And when you are when it's kind of ambiguous, you can ask for clarification, and you will get the clarification to understand what the speaker is intending to say. So moma dash funwe, it will be moma so funwe. I will say for you, or I will say to you. The fun actually is like to in this sense, like, but of course, so as you will not be confused. Let's take it as for. Let's take it. So I will say for you, mama so fun. The fun is like direction of where you are saying something to. Say to you or say for you. So, but I just don't want to convince you, because sometimes when I teach someone Yoruba, if I call this one to right now, which is the most accurate, whenever you see to someone else, you may be trying to use fun for two, which is not. It's just in the situation, in the context of using tell, that fun can be two. So for the purpose of this example, just put it in your head. I will say for you. We can say so fun say for you, but it is more accurate. It is I will say to you, but for the purpose of this lesson, let's just excuse a less accurate usage, so that you will not be confused when you see it to someone else, when you see for or to someone else. So let's just say mama so fun mama so fun. It is so that's accurate here. So fun mama so fun. It is this option, so mama so fun, which I will tell you. So if you want to say I will tell my mother, what will you say? I will tell my mother. What will you say? I will tell my mother. Mama so fun iyami. I will say for my mother, or I will say to my mother. Mama so fun iyami. Mama so fun ọmọ mi. I will tell my child. Mama so fun ọmọ mi. I will tell my child. So this is for this example, and I hope you've been able to catch a lot in this lesson. I will hopefully come again with something like this as well, and I hope you've been able to learn a lot from these lessons. This is Learn Yoruba Online, and if you want a private tutor, you can message me at Learn Yoruba Online, and we can have an appointment, and you can kickstart on your journey, because sometimes you really need a teacher, and I'm here for you. So that's it, and I'm hoping as well to be able to get to 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. So I will plead with you to go watch the other videos that we've done before. I've not actually reached the 4,000 hours for the past 5 or 6 years, so that YouTube can start paying the channel. It's just seated at 3,120 something, but now I really want to hit the 4,000, because from next year YouTube is increasing the 4,000 to 8,000. So I will try as much as possible to do more videos within the space of the few months that I have. I will also be going live, so watch out, and please kindly watch the videos. Don't watch it on the feature page. Click on it to watch it, and well, let's grow together, so that I will be encouraged. You will get better. So this is Learn Yoruba Online, and hopefully see you in subsequent videos. Thank you.